Hey guys, Steven here. I said I wasn't going to do this video, but I changed my mind, and I'm going to show you why. Forgive my use of mods. Basically, this is what we worked on last time. This is the display decimal to 7-seg decoder, and this was our binary to decimal decoder. And I drew out how big the actual thing would be. I didn't finish building it, but it's like ridiculously huge. And although it is like really nice and basic, it's kind of a pain to wire. I mean, you have to wire all these into this line of 15 or 16 right here. So I got a lot of demand to show you how to build the special decoder, which is this one, just straight binary to 7 segment. It is 34 by, I think, 15 by 5 or 6. And I figured, what the hell, let's just do it, and then everybody will have it. You can, if you want to, just like import it. I have the schematic file I can give you. But if you want to know how to build them, it's really easy. It's just kind of tedious. So we're going to build one directly opposite of this one so we can check our work. I'll be using the MC Redstone Simulator version 2.1 right now. I have it open in my other monitor. You can't see it because I just have MC on Fraps. Anyway, so we're going to build this without mods. So I'll take off fly, take off speed. Oh, come on now. I hate when it does that. Anyway, I have hacked in items, but I don't really care. Gosh, I hate when the sound does this. Hold on a second. Alright, well I guess we're just doomed to having super fast footprints, so I'm just going to take the sound off and you can listen to me talk. So, I'm assuming, we're going to assume you have nothing behind your decoder. You don't need, or your display. You don't need a decoder anymore. We're going to build this about right here. We'll have our 7 lines eventually, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And they're all going to end in a repeater. You can use a traditional repeater if you like, but for this I'm going to be using the repeater blocks. And I did have to adapt the thing slightly that we're using. And anyways, we're just going to take these out into these, but it's not a one-to-one correspondence on which of these segments is which. So at the end, I'm going to show you how to wire each one up. But for now, we're just going to build the thing. So I'm going to go layer by layer. We're going to start on the ground layer, okay? And what you're going to need to do is build 2 rows of 15 redstone with a repeater block in between. All right, so we have all of our lines here. So let's start with layer 2. Layer 2 is a series of horizontal blocks that are a decoder that we're going to deal with. And, sorry, I have to look at my image if that's okay. So we're going to start, it looks like, one behind. Yeah. So we start right here. You're going to go one behind your last row of 15 and one out. Okay. And I'm not going to build all these for you. I am actually going to use a mod for this. I changed my mind. So it goes out one. I went too far. We're going to use quite a few of these. Let me count how many real quick. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 behind the first set of decoders, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in front of the other set. So, oh geez, lag. I'm going to count them off, make sure I have enough, then I'm going to use a mod to fill in the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that can't be right. Hang on a second, guys. Did I start too far back? No. Start one behind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? I needed to scooch it up. That's what it was. Let's go look at our other one to compare. This is a finished one, but it's made with all dirt, so it's a bit difficult to tell what's going on inside it. Oh, you know what? We don't need to have... Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in front of the repeaters, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 behind. Yeah. So we're good. Okay. Ignore me, if you will, my friends. Yeah, I really do like using World Edit when I'm doing redstone stuff because, honestly, when you finish making your 7-segment display, then you're like, all right, now I get to make 4 more. Damn it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then here, I believe the first one of these goes, let's see. Well, I know where they end. Let's look at they end right before this repeater. Right here is where they end. So then we can kind of interpolate here, which means to fill in based on the information that you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So that looks right. So I'm just going to verify that this is 15 back real quick, and it is. So let's go ahead and fill these guys in. So I'm going to use the stat command by making a marker block and then getting rid of it. Come on now. Oh, I had super pickaxe already. And then I'm going to select the back end of this right here. We're going to do stack 6 from my position. That worked pretty well. Sorry, my allergies are acting up really bad, it looks like. We need some more green wool. Or lime wool, I guess it is actually called. Anyway, this is a super awesome decoder, and I guess it is actually worth the effort to do a video on. Although it's going to be very tedious and bleh. Alright, we got 7 out that way. Let's go kill our marker block. And now we're ready to actually fill in the decoder part of this, which is slightly complicated. I'm just going to verify one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, lag. You're killing me. Okay, guys, I just noticed an issue. I went through and did some other stuff. We're going to undo that. You actually want to take out this first row of wool, because that actually gives you 8. So starting at our... This isn't really the first row, it's kind of like the half row, but you basically, on the third redstone line in, you're going to put a torch, and you put it above the redstone line. See how they're in line? Don't ever put them in these gaps. It's not going to do anything. So then on the line next to that, you want one, and the very end right here, okay? And make sure you want to chop off the edges of these so that your torches all line up over this. So let's go on to row number 3. We have one on the second one in from the right, on the very leftmost one, and then the one next to that, or sorry, not next to that, but skipping one. Okay, and again, put them above the line. Row number 4, we have one on the second line in, one on the second line in from the end, and one next to that. Row number 5, we have one on the second one in from the right, and then the third in from the left end. If you go to row number 6, we have one on the second one in once more. We skip one and put one here. We skip one again and put one here. And that's all for 6. And then row number 7, we have one on the far left if you're facing the front. We skip one, place here, and then the one, next to that. So that's our first half of the decoder. If we come behind here, we're going to call this row number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this row, we have one on either end, like so, and then we skip one on the right side and place one here. And right, again, is if you're facing the front. This over there is the front. So let's go to row number 9. Row number 9, we're going to have, it's actually all of them except the leftmost 2. So we put one here, 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 but not these 2, okay? And I forgot to castrate some of these, so actually this is going to go here. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. So that's row number 9. If you look at row number 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is interesting. We have the 2 on the end, skip one, place one here, skip one, and place 2. So it's kind of symmetrical. Row number 11 is a similar story. We have the 2 leftmost ones if you're facing the front. Then it looks like we have skip one. So skip this one, place one here. And then we place one next to that, and that's it for that row. Our row number 12, we're almost done, guys. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 total. Okay, so let's look at our 14, 13, 12th line is this one. The 12th line has, again, 2 on the end, There's something about these higher numbers that I'll have 2 on the end. And then we will skip to the very last one and the one that is 2 away from that, so 1 in between, leave a space in between. Row number 13, getting close to the end. We have, once more, the 2 leftmost ones. And then we skip 1, we'll place 1 here. Oops, not here, sorry. That's not actually a valid block. Place 1 here. And then again on the rightmost side. And row number 14, we have 1 on the rightmost side. Skip 1, place 1 here. And then we'll do the left 2 again. So that is our entire decimal to 7 segment. So we move up a layer in the diagram, and we're simply going to place redstone on top of all these. And me being lazy, I can't quite be bothered to do that, so I'm going to quickly use World Edit to do it. I hope that's alright, but I think you have better things to do than watch me lay down like 800 redstone pieces. So you just put them on top of all these, like this, and the way we're going to do that is, actually I need to put like this. I think I forgot to place my marker down over there. I'm just going to replace air with redstone, so all of the top of the blocks will get redstone. Come on now. Haha. So it filled in all of them. And then in the middle over here, you want to put a, I think it's, well, we'll get there. We'll do that after. So actually, we're going to want to, this is going to be our inputs right here, our binary inputs. So for now, we want to go ahead and place some blocks, and that's going to be on the same level as the redstone itself, which is actually sitting on top of this block, if you see the wireframe around it. So we'll place a block here, and then we'll put 1, 2, 3 spaces in between, and then another one, then 3 spaces in between. These red ones are getting deleted, by the way. 3 spaces in between, and 1 here. And then those are going to be part of our inputs, because this part we're about to do is the final decoding. Oh yes, and then in between each of these, if you come out 1, 2, 3, place it on top. And, right? Yeah. And we'll do the same thing for the others. It's just directly in between these 2. Oops. No, that's right. We come out 2 here, or 3 here, place 1 on top, and we can just run through quickly. And for people that keep asking me, the compass mod that I have is all part of single player commands. It's part of World Edit, I think. Oh yeah, so we need 1 more here. So that's 3 spaces in between these with 1 on the end. And this is all going to be how we get our input up there. So that's that layer in its entirety, really. So let's move up to the next one. This is going to be slightly complicated, so let's use a different color wool so we don't lose track. These pieces that we just put down are going to have redstone on top of them, and we're going to have a series, oh yes, and these blocks as well out here. So basically this is going into a decoder piece, oops, that has a, let's see, a redstone torch sticking out on the left that lines up perfectly with that thing we just made right there. And then this makes kind of a really, really long L that goes all the way along this entire piece right here. And but it stops in the middle so that it can hit a repeater. Although really and truly you could have repeaters in between these, but whatever. Not going to criticize Banjo's design too much. So let me just verify that we're going over this the right amount. And then we're just going to put a redstone torch on the end. And we're going to do the same thing for these other 3. But in between those, we're going to have some single ones with that are not quite. So coming off this green block, we're going to have a blue one that's going to cut off that redstone right there. And it just goes out the same length as the one we just made. And these rows are the binary to decimal decoder. And this is pretty much the smallest you can do this. And again, I apologize that this is very chaotic, but people really asked to see how it's built. So, yeah, get what you wish for, but you should be careful in the first place what it is that you're wishing for. So, we would have a block out like this, and the repeater is going to go on top of this. right here. And then that would feed into a block. Let me just make a little staircase here. It's going to feed into this block, which will start our next decoder sequence. So I'm going to make some stairs to get up there so I don't have to use fly because I don't want to cheat too much. So you put your repeater going into this block. It's going to have redstone on top. Oop, not red wool on top. It's going to have redstone on top. Oh, first it has an inverter actually, like this. And, but we haven't quite gotten to that point yet, so I'll leave that for the next layer because we still have to fill in all the rest of these. Okay, so what we do next is, if we're looking at the next layer, and which is actually the final layer, excitingly enough, and we're going to have to go in between and fill in a bunch of crap on this, but we're more or less done. You put a redstone torch going into this, and a line out to the left, then you put redstone all on the top leading to that torch, it should turn it off. The same goes with this right here. Going up to there. Oops. I fell. I feel smart. Okay, let me just make sure that we're not missing any torches or anything. It doesn't look like we are. And then out on these lines, like I said, you need that torch right there. And then you need redstone along this entire thing up until the end, like so. So now we have to do that very annoying thing that we do where we get to fill in all the stupid redstone torches. And if you need to, you can, in between where you see the space on the ground, you can put blocks to walk along like this. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. So I guess we'll just start at the bottom right and work our way there. And this is the end. Once we do that, you could at this point stop watching and do it by yourself, but I don't know if everybody will be inclined to do so. So we're going to do this first entire column, and we'll go through all the columns. First column, we have a torch right here at the beginning one, and then we skip one. So skip this one, and we have one here, and then we have one at the very end. And then if we jump across, we have one on the first one, and one on the next one, and then one on the last one. Okay, let's walk back to the beginning so that we don't lose track of what we're doing. So this is going to be the second row right here. Let me just make sure we didn't miss any. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so here we're going to have not the last two, but the second to last two right here. And then if we jump across the gap, we have, once again, the second to last two. So we don't use this last one, but we use this one here and this one here. So let's walk back to the third line, third of, how many we have? 8, something like that. So it looks like we do the first one, again, like we had over there, and then the second one. So we have to kill, or no, we don't have to kill our wool. We can do this right here. Do the second one, and then follow these two right here, the same places that we had the last one, and then, right? Yeah, we're on the third row right now. No, fourth row. What the heck? Oh no, we're doing the third row. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So then if we jump across, it looks like we have one. You know what? Did we miss one last time? No, we didn't miss one. Okay. So we have one on the very end, like so. And then we have one right here. So, or no, sorry, not right there. We skip one after these two, and it looks like, yeah, we skip one after these two, and then we have it right here. Sorry. Let's go back to the beginning. Oh, I fell. Okay. So we're on number 4 now. Starting at the beginning, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4. So we do one on the very end of the 4th row, and then we do one on the other side of these two from the 3rd row. That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of how I'm visualizing this. I don't know if it's making any sense. So then on the second half of the 4th row, or column, I'm not really sure what you would call this, we have one here, and then the last 3, so they're the second to last 3, so not the last one, but this one, and this one, and then we run back for row number 5. So let's hop over. So for row 5, or column 5, I still am on the fence about what to call this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, yes. 5. Okay, so we'll have the first 2, which are this one and this one. We are on an L piece. Yeah, okay. So then we run across. We're done with, oops, done with the first half of this column. So let's go check out this part. We have quite a few here, it looks like. We have the first one, then we'll skip one and do 1, 2, and then skip another one and do the second to last one. And let's run back for row number 6. So I think we actually have 7 of these total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we have 8. Oh, that's right. Sorry. The last one faces the opposite way. That's why I'm confused. So this is number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Let's. Sorry, I keep having to scroll back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 is going to be the second to last 4. So not the last one here, but 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then when we hop across the gap, we do just one, which is one after the previous one, so the second one in. Then we're done with row 6. Let's do row 7, hop across the gap. 7 is going to get kind of confusing. We have the last one here. This is all facing the front, by the way. Skip one, and we have one here. And then if we jump across, we have the second one in and the last one in. And then finally, we have the third to last one in. Then 8, we're just going to do standing on it, so we don't have to build another block sequence here. But let's stand on number 7, actually. So we have the second one, the third one, the fourth one, right? Oh, you know what? I missed. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Second one. Let's see. Something is missing here. What did we do wrong? Oh, I misplaced that torch. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so the second 3, and then we'll put one in between these 2 right here. Okay, so the second to last one. And then on this side, we have just one, and it is on the opposite side from this one. So that's the 1, 2, 3, fourth one in. And we need to go and finish off our scaffolding for our inputs, but we're basically done. What I like to do is run these inputs to the ground with a stair-step pattern of some kind. This green block is your input, so we can actually just bring these down to the ground like so, and bring these down to the ground, this down to the ground, and this down. And then we'll just run redstone wire up, and these are going to be our binary inputs. So we have 4 of them, which means we can do a number between 0 and 15, which is nice. I'm quite fond of that. You can see right now all of them are on except for this one right here. So we know that this is our middle segment because we have the number 0 going through, which is pretty cool. So we can actually go ahead and wire this one up. We're going to wire this up to the 7 segment display now. The middle segment, I haven't labeled these, but you should tell from the order. Middle segment is this one right here. So we're just going to bring this out, and we're going to do some typical kind of like IC circuit wiring here, where you just do the lines with the overlays. And let's put a torch on it and make sure we get all of the repeaters in that we need to have to make this reach. And there's some wasted repeater space here, but whatever. So the rest of these I'm not really sure on, so I'm going to pull up a diagram. And this I'm going to include with it. So from left to right, this one is letter A. And A is the top middle segment. So let's run this out and hook it up. And now our top middle comes to right here. So we can pretty easily bring this back and connect them. And then we can see where the repeaters need to go, which is going to be here to make it reach. The next one over is F. And F is the top left, which is going to be this one right here. And I showed you all this in the last video, so hopefully you know what I'm talking about here. So we'll just do a little hump to get over this guy right here. And bring this out to F. The next one is going to be letter B. Letter B is the top right, which is this one right here. So bring this out, and we have to jump the hump and the other hump. Oops, god damn it. Die. Okay. Boy, this is going to be a long and fun video for you guys. I know it was long and fun for me, so. Okay, we're almost done though. So we need to check out our redstone and see where we're making it. We need to put a repeater on top, and it makes it the rest of the way. We already did G. So next one is letter E, and E is the bottom left, which is going to be our rightmost one. So we can take this straight out and connect it to there. I think this is the most compact way to do this, but I'll be honest, at this point I really don't care. So if you have a problem with it, you're more than welcome to perfect it and improve it, but I shan't be doing it. Alright, right there. So then we have two more. First one is C. This one here, second from the right is C, which is our bottom right piece, which is this one right here. Hello, Minecraft music. Your timing is creative, to say the least. And I ran out of wool, so whatever. I think the only one we have left is D. Yeah, the bottom middle one. So we got to do our repeaters for this. Looks like here, and then it's good. Yeah, it's good. Okay. So last one right here is letter D. It's the bottom middle. I'm gonna need more redstone. I don't even want to know how long I've been recording. I really don't. Okay. So bottom middle, we're just gonna take it from right here, I guess. I don't know how we're gonna get this over there. Let's see. Oh yeah, we'll just do this. Up, and then up again right here. Although, I could do that right here. Never mind. We don't need this. Does this not reach? What? How'd that happen? Is the line crossed right now? What is that? Oh, I guess I just forgot to do the repeater blocks on this one. My bad. That's where you put it. Oh, and then one out here. Okay. So, anyways, as we were saying, we have to make it a stair step and cut out the bottoms so we don't cut off our line. And then, come on now. Okay. And we made it with letter D. Awesome. Awesome. So let's go run our line and then do the repeaters, and at this point you're basically done, which is exciting. I know I should probably be more excited. Alright. Ha! Alright, so it's done. Let's see, we should have letter or number 0 on right now by default, and we do, so we know at least our 0 is working. What you should do next is go through your binary inputs. This is 8, 4, 2, and 1. And you want to try each of these and make sure that the right number shows up on your display. In the next video, we're going to hook up a calculator to this and verify all of our results. So, thank you for watching. I'm sorry for the boring video, but this was by popular demand, so feel free to kick your fellow YouTubers square in the nuts.